its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Next receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that would not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin.
And some space here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just
Eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get that underneath ETN. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs...
Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Colts 14.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Colts first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts have yet again retaken the lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short throw there to Strange. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a forced mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Hines-Allen able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This one from 46 yards out. Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 24 all. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Go!
Looking to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
First down, Colts.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Let's go, let's go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They run once more with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
They'll set up to throw.
That is caught.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First down,
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Running left, Taylor.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Now a give to Taylor.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go, Rick, go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.